T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. I'm pretty sure you've been seeing these anime heroes in Target. I'm not sure if they've been anywhere else. I've only seen them in Target, but check your stores if you're actually interested in these. Bandai USA was nice enough to send these three to me to look at. They didn't tell me to be nice or anything, but the ones you've probably seen already are these Naruto Shippuden figures, which I got from Nate, and I need to review at some point. But anyway, I'm not super familiar with these, but I'm happy they didn't send me the Naruto ones like I thought they were going to, because I already have them. Alright, as you can see, the paint on like things like the outfit, very great. The details are great and reminiscent of what I know so far of the source material. You do have to worry about stuff like that. Unfortunately, I guess it couldn't fit on the bottom of his feet because he does have tiny feet. But yeah. If you don't know about the anime heroes, they are a 6.5 inch action figure line, which pretty much roughly lines up with things like Marvel Legends. Maybe, yeah, because he's like a teenager. Spider-Man is almost a head taller than him. So that works out, to be honest. But pretty much what you would come to expect with a US retail action figure. So many points of articulation and whatnot. And yeah, it has a lot of articulation. It has a swivel at the top of the neck, and the top of the neck is on a ball, so it can look down. The hair limits things. I mean, you can push it so you can be looking up a little bit, and you can tilt and all that. And I pushed it too far and made this peg pop out. But really, it's on a ball joint, and I tried earlier to make the head pop off the ball, but that peg likes to come out more. And I believe the neck is on a ball joint going up into the neck, so you can get a little bit of the neck itself does swivel and tilts a tiny bit. The arms are on a ball post going in, so you do get a tiny bit of butterfly action, to be honest. Yeah, just a little bit. If you ever play with the Dragon Stars, pretty much you know what to expect, because they make those too. You can get up and down, swivel, and of course the arm can go out, and it would rotate 360, but this pliable armor gets in the way. There's double jointed elbows that go all the way up. Basically, let me try to bend at the bottom. Basically, that's the bend you're gonna get. There's universal wrist. They're just friction. There's no like ratchet system in there. There's nothing in the torso at all. Everything is in the ab section. It's a ball post going up into this. So you get that. You get this much back, not very much forward. And of course it can rotate and tilt a little bit. The hips drop down, and it's a ball joint going into this socket right there. So drop down, the legs can split that far, which is good. Swivel, of course they can kick forward and back. But let me kick forward with the legs drop down. That's about how high I can get on this figure. The knees are double hinged, so they bend that much. And the ankles are on universals. You have these optional hands right here for different various poses and whatnot. Of him like shooting out his power. Oh boy. Yeah, the fists are on this nub. Now I'm gonna have to find that. I swear I can't go one review without dropping some tiny accessory on the floor, and then I have to spend 5 minutes finding it. But anywho, as you can see, the thing is posable. It has so many joints and whatnot. Optionally though, and these pop-offs easy enough. He he has optional replacement fist, which I believe he was wearing. Yeah, I think he was wearing the fist when I took him out of the packaging. But let's get close up on the face a little bit. There is no age range on the packaging like somebody like Hasbro would do. But this is based on a show from the freaking 80s, so you know they're going for nostalgic old guys like me who would have been watching this years ago or come across it years ago. Well, there is a Netflix show. I think I mentioned that earlier. So younger people may have been familiar. They may have been acquainted with this character because of that. And the design isn't that far off. And from what I saw, the animation on there is beautiful. It looks like one of those, well, what is that Shonen Jump video game? It looks almost exactly like that. It's uncanny. But anyhow, now that I've talked about this thing and said all the good stuff, negative things about this copy in particular, I can feel soft ratchets in this knee, but there's definitely nothing in this knee right there. So that's loose. You might have noticed that. Other than that, that's an actual quality control issue. Other things, and they have been making these figures for a while. I just have suggestions, just like I would do for when I was doing the McFarlane reviews. One, the universal joints. I love universal joints in the ankles and in the wrist. That makes things way more posable. In theory, this thing should be as full posable as a Bandai Japan SH Figure Arts, and I guess that's what they're trying to go for. But to make that better, I think they should put some type of ratchet system in the ankles. You might as well go ahead and start doing that for the wrist while you're at it, because if they make characters that hold weapons, ratchets would make them hold those weapons a little bit better. One thing that threw me off when I first reviewed one of the Dragon Stars figures is I'm used to having visible joints right here, and the way this is sculpted, that's not really that big a deal. I like that they're flat instead of round pegs in the knees and the elbows. But what I'm not used to is seeing pegs in the shoulder on any type of action figure. Like, you don't see that on things like this or even this Jazzwares figure right there. Typically, shoulders are perfectly molded, and you only see stuff like this on a prototype. The waist. Instead of this system right there where the waist is flat, I think the waist should be rounded and still have the socket at the bottom. And instead of this belt being shaped like this, if the crotch area or the lower torso area was kind of coming up and curved on the inside, and this was a regular belt that wrapped around the waist, and this was curved at the bottom, you would get better articulation without seeing the flat torso right there. Same thing with the neck. The neck is flat with a ball going up in it from what I can tell. If the neck actually went into the body and was curved at the bottom, you would probably get more posability out the neck. Like you have it. And while I'm being greedy, giving out a wish list of stuff, the ball post going into the shoulders, like this is all hidden in there. If there was more space molded out so that the post had more range to move backwards and forward, you would have a definite better butterfly. And that's something that I'm noticing with the figures that I have messed with that are made by Bandai USA. So that's why I'm bringing this up. But the rest of the reviews are just going to be me showing the figure off and saying what I like and dislike. I'm not going to be going into that type of detail, but the thing looks nice. It is posable. And if you are a fan of this show or manga, you should be good to go. All right, here he is next to some other $20 action figures you might own to compare. But anyway, like I said, Posable, good figure, especially if you like this property. Thank you, Bandai USA, for sending this to me to show off. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, T-Man978, out of here. Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos.